What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. Big Mike's here this round. Now you guys won't have to put up with just Keith anymore.
Yeah, I'm here. Man, I was setting up the stream and I had to cut out that flag for the thumbnail. It was like a lot of work. So I don't even know how I'm watching this thing. StreamYard set up something different. They said, we recommend this. And they were sitting there showing us the long form and the short form. So we are actually streaming on both ways. So this is something new. Anyway, if you want me to notice your comment, please enter 3 question marks before your comment, because I'm not sure how fast we're going to go, if this is going to go really fast or not. We'll see. I usually have trouble keeping up with the chat as it is. So, okay, that's what a long form looks like. I'm sitting on top. So there you go. We got a teacher over there. So good evening, everybody. We are talking about 90% silver. Is it as bad as people say? A lot of people are wanting to buy it under spot. Mike, do you have any thoughts about people wanting to buy silver under melt?
What?
Besides about whatnot.
It's only showing your nose.
Let me see that. Let me see this.
He's busy.
No, I'm going to show you what your short form's doing to me.
I know you're on the bottom. You got to go to long form.
No, but see, when I sat down, it starts showing just my nose and up.
Oh, really? Let me see. No, that's just reception, dude.
No,
that's just your reception. I can see you perfectly over there.
it's on somebody else's phone. See, that's what it looks like.
Well, then maybe you need to do your camera down a little bit. I got your whole chin up under there, man. Maybe you're just pulling too far forward.
There we go. Let's get that.
So yeah, you guys can watch it either way you want.
Is that better?
Watch it in long form or short.
Guys, that short form sucks.
StreamYard said it's recommended to stream both ways. I don't know. We'll see after today how it works. I noticed when I comment in StreamYard, it does it twice because it's putting one comment over there.
Says that's better, so that's all that counts.
That's what counts. So good evening, everyone. I'm going to start where we got. We're going to start with Ty at 8 p.m. Hello, Ty, David Rubin, EMR Coins, living the dream. So, yeah, that's all I got there. I'm going to try to keep up with the chat. So, again, if you guys leave a thumbs up, we appreciate it. Half my stack is 90%. What do you feel about somebody making half their stack 90%?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's how they like to stack. So that's their prerogative.
It's a good thing. It's a good way to break the ounce down.
You're still stacking silver.
Refiners run out of 999 silver eventually, and they will want 90%. Well, we're not covering that topic. We're covering the topic of the retail customer, how they are kind of, I guess you could say, dogging 90%. Have you noticed some of your customers just kind of wanting to shy away from it at all?
Nope. Actually, I
haven't either. I haven't seen that either. But I've been hearing a lot of people talk. I've been watching a lot of videos. Maybe I should just buy 999 from here on out. Ty, I think, being investing all these years, stacking and everything, I like to buy what everybody else isn't buying because it tends to be cheap. And right now, 90% is a deal. Do you think it's a deal right now? 90%?
Oh, I think it's a great deal.
You can elaborate a little bit if you want.
Well, I don't want to elaborate too much because I got a video going to be coming out soon.
So you're going to be talking about 90% in the video you got coming out?
Oh, yes, I will. I'll be talking about a lot of different silver, not just 90%. I think you got to be interested to hear what I got to say about this one.
Really? We have 66 people here. So that's cool. Tank says, are American Silver Eagles worth sending to grade them?
Not even in 70 on today's market.
Tim says, how do you change the video? Tim, StreamYard's got us streaming both ways. So if you hit the one that's upright, you got to go to the other one. Just go to my I think you can just go to my channel. Let's take a peek. Go to my channel. Go live. and it's got both of them rolling. They're both rolling, short form and long form. You may be on the wrong one. So I think it's kind of a preference for whichever way people prefer to watch. Some people like to hold their phones right
I
up.
really think Keith just likes to make it
Some people
difficult.
like to. No, I just put it on because it said recommended.
Yeah, I know. He's blaming it on StreamYard. You notice how he threw them right up underneath the bus real fast before he said anything else.
I don't think. Did we answer Tank's question?
Yes.
About,
I would not send them to grading.
If you want a graded Silver Eagle, just buy it, my friend. That way you don't have to worry about.
Just for a few bucks more, you can get you a 69. Don't fall for this stuff you see online where these guys are charging ridiculous numbers on it. Because, guys, you can order them through me.
Here you go. Tommy Stacker's got something about 90%. He said just this past weekend in Northeast Ohio, they were selling 90% at 32 and 33 times. Yeah, it was going pretty cheap on whatnot too, not just 90. Just people are a little bit timid on buying that.
Well, that's what it's like now.
Hello, Amy.
Wow.
So what's wrong?
It just looks like it's chopping part of my. It ain't showing none of my neck on the short form.
I'm looking right at it, dude. I'm seeing you.
He's blaming it on your phone. Go.
My phone.
All right, here. I'm gonna put it on the short form on the phone. See there?
What did I see? A bunch of stuff covering me.
Oh yeah, that's the comments. People are commenting, man. That's probably what's happening.
No, look at it. Look at hers. It's showing me cut off.
Yeah, that's. I see you perfectly in hers.
No, the neck is still a lot of it's missing. See where if you look at this, look at all this right here. It's all right there. See.
All righty then. What are you guys selling 90% for? Says Drickett. Mike, how are you on 90%? Where you at selling it?
We're selling it melt.
Add melt. That sounds about right. Unless we're auctioning it, then kind of at the mercy. A YouTube dealer said today that 2 refiners were taking alloy silver 92, 90, 40 again. Have you heard anything, Marco Polo? Is it better to wait until the rush clears to get a better payout? If they're taking it again, I would wait until they're paying a little higher because right now it's soft. What do you think, Mike?
What is YouTube saying?
Some of the refiners are saying they're starting to take the alloyed silver, the 92.5, the 90, and the 40 again. He said 2 refiners are. So, yeah.
The largest refinery, that was going to be in my video. So we'll go ahead since somebody's already put it out there. Yes, they are. Video. Now, we'll still do the video because I'll show you the numbers. But, guys, guess what? The refineries are paying stupid money back right now. They are still loaded, but they decided to open their gates up and start buying again. And some of the largest refinery companies out there are paying stupid money. They would never get me to sell it to them, nor do I pay you guys that. I pay more than what they're paying right now. So they might as well just kept it closed. And that's what I was going to talk about in my video. And I will still do the video and talk, hit a little bit more on that.
What's got an opinion about 90%? He says, here's my opinion. We've always said silver is silver. 90% can be refined back into triple nines, but it would cost so much that it should be better. It should be more costly, not cheaper. Personally, I wouldn't melt 90%. I would use it to break the fractional ounce down. What say you, Mike?
The thing is, they don't really refine it down like people think on a lot of that. The thing is, what they do is they take it and trade it in, and they charge you, yes, a fee, but 99% of the time, when you're going to buy it at melt, it's still probably going to be cheaper than you buying silver rounds with the premiums that coming back down on them again.
Okay, here we go. M-Chat was in Clearwater, Florida last week, found shops selling Silver Eagles for $50. Oh, they must have been desperate for sales, huh, Mike?
No, not really, because that was $2 and something over spot.
But almost the wholesalers were charging $5 over spot.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, here's the thing. I've been buying as much as I want for anywhere from spot to $1 over, as much as I want. I have not had to buy any of that stuff from the wholesalers. Right now, that was real close to our numbers, what we was selling at ourselves.
Okay, EMR's got a question here. He says, so if you're barely selling at melt, what are you buying at? I'd buy a little bit, 2 points less than the last time I sold it for. I mean, it's not a big spread, is it, Mike? It's just a little bit.
Not a big spread. We're not paying what the refinery companies are. And like I said, I'm going to do this video. I might even do it while I'm at the show. I'm going to do this video for you guys, and I'm going to show you the charts without showing the company's name. And you're going to see what they are paying back, and we are beating them numbers. We are paying you guys more than that.
Here's a great question. Marco Polo states, U.S. government officially classified silver as a critical mineral in November 2025. What effect do you think this will have on the silver price in the future?
I don't have a crystal ball.
Well, I don't either, but the fact that they've classified it as a critical mineral, which they did, I think it will bring a little bit more light to it, which should increase the demand. But again, like Mike said, we don't have a crystal ball. It could go the other way.
But, without the crystal ball, and we're not analysts, Keith is right. The writing's there on the wall. It's probably going to go right on up more because now it's a critical mineral. So what happened to other minerals?
Okay, here we go. Scorpio, thank you for the comment. Bought an American Silver Eagle from a local coin dealer in his area. When I got home, he used the coin ping app, turned out to be fake. Went back to the coin shop, and it passed the Sigma. The XRF gun shows 98% copper. Yeah, that's something you really got to watch, and that's why you test your silver more ways than one, because if you just use one method, it might not be real, or it might be real, and the other one might be just the opposite. So always use more than one test, and I hope he makes it right with you, Scorpio.
You're freezing up.
Buy a fake Silver Eagle from a coin dealer, Mike.
You froze up a little bit through there.
I said, what do you think about
any good dealer will make this 100% right? They wouldn't even hesitate not to.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense.
I have heard horror stories where guys have taken it away, they brought it back, and the dealer goes, "Well, you didn't buy that from me."
Oh, that's just wrong, man. That's just wrong. I feel like
he refused to take it back. At that point, I'm done with that dealer. I never do business with him. And I think at that point, you should maybe leave a comment or just to tell your friends, hey, I wouldn't go there. He's good at selling fake stuff.
You're froze. I think the StreamYard's messing up tonight, dude. So we do apologize if we freeze.
You got a double thing going there. It can't handle it.
I guess that's what's going on.
There's two of us times two, so it's got it all confused.
Is that what it is? Right here, Silver Shelby Stacker says a Silver Eagle is an ounce. 14 dimes is an ounce. Face value $1.40. Your Silver Eagle is 1.0014 dimes. 14 dimes, Silver Eagle, 1 ounce, no change back. Better to start thinking outside the box. Basically, I think he's saying it's better to start thinking about how to break your silver down at the lowest premium. And that's where 90% really comes in handy, because it breaks that ounce down without paying the premium.
Well, if you remember a few years ago, 90% had such a premium. It was crazy. I was going to shows when it was like $16, $17 and paying $26 to buy it on the dollar.
Trying to make my
real orders
so I can see the chat better. It's kind of hard there. Oh, you're not getting a lot of chat. I guess they're expecting you to do all the talking, Mike.
Well, sorry, you got to ask some questions so I can talk.
Now, we've talked a little bit about 90%, but let's veer off a little bit. There's a big show coming up this weekend, right? CoinX, is it?
Yes, I will be at the CoinEx. It's being held at the Marriott by Lambert Airport this year.
And I'm gonna drive down and visit with you all day on Thursday. So if any of you guys want to come down to the St. Louis, Missouri area, aka St. Charles,
I think that's the day I'm not there. I'm
is
there
that
every
what it is?
Thursday.
Yeah, I think it's a Marriott Airport, the airport branch of the Marriott.
Yes, it's right across the street from Lambert Airport. Or
Yeah,
across
you
the
can't miss it.
Yeah. Exit 37, I believe it is.
Okay, here is a great question from Tank524. He says, what could make 90% have a larger premium, a premium, period?
Well, one thing for sure, we've seen that a couple of years ago. Like I said, when it was like 16, 17, I was paying 26. One of the wealthiest people in the world decided they wanted to buy all 90%. Got dealers like me running around trying to find it, didn't care the price. That does it.
Demand will do it. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Some people melting it down.
All the dealers loved it because I was paying them such crazy money. They would hold it until I got there.
The only 90% that I melt is damaged 90%. And actually, I don't even melt it. I give it away on my Whatnot stream and my YouTube stream.
No, we actually melt it.
You melt the damaged ones?
Yeah, we do. So, like a hole in them.
But I mean, people don't generally melt the good 90%, do they?
No.
They use it to trade to break the ounce down. Refiner will buy it. They won't melt it if it's good stuff. And if you watch out some of those dealers.
With India being out of silver, they would love to have all that 90%.
Oh, I bet they would. Some of the dealers, you got to be careful who you buy from. Make sure they're checking their quality because some dealers will make rolls of 90% and put worn out ones in there. Even a hole sometimes you get damaged because they're just selling you weight. They're not selling you resellable individual pieces like a lot of people do. What do you do? You don't put that in your.
I'm going to have some decent walkers there at the show for sale, bringing 1,000 face of nothing but walkers.
Now you don't put the junk, the excessively worn in your 90% bags, do you, for resale?
No. Now let me rephrase that. Sometimes I get a better date and I want to help somebody out, and I'll throw a little bit. It'll be a little bit lower grade, and we see if they find it.
Oh, there you go. Okay, here's a question from Dad's Junk. Off topic slightly, but how do you guys feel about old proofs like early 1800, 19 to 18? I think you did that backwards. 18 to 1900s. Do those excite you more than just high grade circulated strikes? I like them, but they don't all excite me. No, there's some of them aren't just not for me. What about you? The old type coins that are proved in the 1800s.
I like them.
Yeah, I wouldn't say exciting, but you get a nice cameo seated anything.
The problem is sometimes I see some really ugly ones that I couldn't tell if they really was proof. If they wouldn't have been holdered and called proof, I might have questioned the proof about it because it's not a very pretty coin.
So you guys got to be careful when you buy coins, if they're collectible. Make sure they appeal to you, because when they don't appeal to you, you're going to sell it off, and at the point you go to sell it, I just don't want it in my collection. I've done that plenty of times to some guy sitting right there. I didn't like a coin. So what do you give me for it? He didn't give me a low price because it's ugly, but I'd sell it anyway. I didn't care. And
yeah, you know what? I kept that coin for the longest time, and then guess what I did with it? Threw it in the kids' auction.
There you go. Yeah, I had a really nice high grade dime.
$300 and something dime. Had it look nice. I couldn't sell it. None of my collectors did that. Huh?
Yeah, it was like a $400 dime.
It don't matter. I think I paid you $350 or something like that to buy it.
You paid me $200.
Okay, whatever it was. Any which way, I thought, I tried to sell it back a sheet, everything else to my collectors, and they go, "Oh my God, how'd that get in that holder?" I said, "That's what I said."
So remember, when you're
away to some young kid has got that in his hands, thinking, "Wow." And I'm realizing it was a free coin, so for them.
So when you're looking at a gray sheet, which is a dealer-to-dealer exchange guide, Coin Dealer newsletter. It is for sight unseen coin. So if someone sells you a sight unseen coin, they will sell you that ugly one. So that's the good thing about seeing the coin before you buy it or knowing who you're buying it from. Because normally I don't buy coins like that, but it happened. I don't know how I got a hold of it. Any insights about the 2025 silver 1 ounce Libertad?
Well, I can tell you, yes, we got jacked this year. We are not going to be getting the 2025s. They limited them so many here. And I see the companies that got only a few of them. I called one of the companies to see how many they actually got, see if they wanted to sell me some on the aftermarket because I didn't get my order. They wanted crazy money for it. And bad about it is I had one of my customers come in the store wanting to sell me one.
Uh-huh.
And he showed me the receipt and I pushed it back at him. I said, I don't want to be the guy to offer you what I'm going to offer you for this. I'm not going to make an offer. He goes, what? It's not a good coin for you? I said, you paid way too much for it.
You got to watch how you buy your coins.
Yeah, it wind up, what it was, he got one of the regular 1 ounce Libertads. He paid $450 for it.
For what, a silver 1 ounce?
Just a silver 1 ounce 2025. How do you
he
make
got a deal?
No, he didn't.
Right now, that's a deal for a 2025. Yeah, there are thousands.
Yeah,
they're crazy priced.
I didn't even make it. I wouldn't sell anybody one for $1,000.
I wouldn't buy them at those levels. No, I think they're overinflated.
I think they're playing this tariff tax is what they're doing. They're playing games with it now.
I think we got to wait on the 2025 silver Libertads, and still they start minting the 2026 because they say they only got 500. They could have already minted more. Wait until the new mintages come out, the 2026, and then write it out and see what's up. Okay, Craven Silver and Gold, thank you for your comment. The more your money becomes worthless, the more 90% becomes priceless. That says a lot about the dollar, doesn't it, bro?
It does. That fiat dollar is dying.
I was over on Whatnot the other day, Monday before my Whatnot auction, and I was over at Trader B Street. He said, "Yeah, I know Mike from Mid America." I said, "You go to CoinX, you can see him." I said, "You see me too?" He says, "Yeah, I'll catch up with you guys. I know both of y'all." Hey, works for me. So,
yeah, I was in Baltimore this past week. I told you I went to Baltimore, and I was there, and the guy comes up to me. He says, "I know you." He says, "I could tell by that shirt you're wearing. That's the same shirt you was wearing when Silver Seeker interviewed you."
There you go.
I told him, I don't own one shirt.
Ashes presents a problem with the StreamYard chat the way they're doing it. He goes, the challenge with the stream in portrait and landscape, both, is the viewer can only see part of the conversation. So this is why I try to highlight these good questions so people from both forums, whichever way they watch it, can see the comment we're talking about. But yeah, that's a difficult problem because they may want to interact more. So I don't know if I'm going to do this again. So guys, when the show's over, leave us a comment. Let us know if you liked it in both formats or not, because it's going to help me decide whether I'm going to do it next week or not.
I don't like it in both formats. There.
Okay, there's one vote already. I'm already feeling that it's not right, but if you guys say do it in both formats in the comments and it went out, we'll do it again. Otherwise, we're going back. Okay, here you go. Penny Scout says, Keith has awesome 90%. I bought some a few times and not disappointed at all. All right. What are you doing, dude? We're hearing you.
I'm playing it twice.
You got to turn the volume down. We're going to get kickback.
There, it's down. I'm trying to switch this to floor mat and see what it looks like on the.
Okay, Scorpio says the dealer swapped it out. It was a 21 type 1. He decided to swap it with a 90 Silver Eagle. They said they're only human. The edge was thick and weighed about 31.6 grams. Well, yeah, they're not going to give you 31.6 grams on the Silver Eagle. That's for sure. That was nice of them to do that, and it was the right thing to do as well. Challenge stream, portrait landscape. I want to see part of the conversation in chat. Yeah, I think we just covered that. Mysterian says, Mike, did you get any of the limited edition proof sets? Let's talk about 2021 proof sets. What's going on with those, bro?
I gave my allegations
Not the limited,
away.
the regulars.
No, the limited editions I gave away to one of the TV guys. I let him buy my side too. I did not want the limited edition sets.
Now, what's going on with the regular 2025 silver proof sets?
They are going crazy money right now. They are going to probably be the lowest minute set.
But the problem with that is I know they're going crazy money. And we talked about this a little bit. And I said, I remember the 1999 being 650. I remember the 2012 being 250, 275. And neither one of them are that now. Is that something that could happen with the 90%? Or I'm sorry, something that could happen with the 2025 silver set is to be way high and then come down in price like they've done in previous years?
Well, I don't know if this one actually will come down a whole lot. If it did, the thing is, this is going to be the lowest minute set yet for our economy today and how many people buy these silver sets. I think these sets have a chance to go higher. I heard, and this is just, I talked to people in St. Louis that they're selling $400 in Scotsman's store. I heard the other guys are selling at $450. Well, guys, I'm going to tell you, Mid-America is going to be there at the show. I'm bringing 40 silver sets while they last, and we're going to do them at $350, and let's see what we can do with them.
No, we'll see. I think they're crazy priced. Just me, I think they're crazy priced. Farm Dog says, hi. Ian Gabriel says, buy 90% now while the getting is good. What do you think about that comment, bro? Do you think we should follow like Ian's advice and Warren Buffett's advice? Buy when everybody else is fearful and sell when they're greedy? What do you think? Now the time to buy 90%?
Oh, I would buy. I am buying. What am I saying?
Tank 524 says, you guys going to be at St. Louis show this Thursday? I will be there only on Thursday. Mike is setting up. What's your hours? When you're going to be
I'll be there. I get there on Wednesday for setup. I'll be there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We'll be leaving by between 1 and 2, maybe 3 on Saturday. It depends on how busy I am. I got some disappointed dealers because I told them I'm coming there to sell and buy from the public only. So it is what it is.
Now I'm going to hang out at Mike's table a lot. So I'll be walking the show, trying to find some stuff to buy and also buy some stuff from Mike. I'm just going down to buy, so I didn't set up. If you're just wanting to buy, it's not always best to set up because you get, I guess you could say you clash on what you really want to do. You want to sell because you got all your stuff with you and you're not doing what you actually went to the show to try to accomplish. And I need to buy some stuff for the auctions we sell on.
I've been to shows where I got there and I just looked around the room, seen what everybody had. And I sat there and I didn't even unpack my boxes. I sat there and just threw the cash in the showcase, said, I'm buying till the cash is gone.
Eric A says he thought he was paying too much for silver at 30. Now look at it. I know, right? I told everybody silver's a comfortable 50, and everybody thought I was crazy when it was 25, 30. I'm still comfortable with 50. Whether it was 45 or 55, I think 50 is a very comfortable mark. Okay, so we'll scroll down. Marco Polo, here we go. Mike, when I go to CoinZip calendar, look up the Joplin show, December 5th, 6th. It goes to the 7th annual Tulsa show. Do you know when you'll update this event? I'm looking for the dealers.
That was at CoinZip? Guys, I did not know that was going on. I will get a hold of CoinZip and I'll have them fix that. That shouldn't be happening.
I thought it was only the 6th.
It's only the 6th. It's not on the 5th. It shouldn't be 5th and 6th anyway. It's the 6th only. Dealer setup is on Friday evening, and we're doing Now, guys, we're doing this is a test run for the show, and it will probably go to a 2-day show a little bit. We just moved this brand new venue. Some of the dealers out of Springfield and everything are local dealers. They asked for a 1-day show to try it out, and so we're going to give that to them. We're going to give it a shot. But I got other dealers that want to come in. We're going to have it again in February too, and I'll get them dates. We'll have the flyers on the table there. And we're going to start passing out flyers for the February after the December show is done.
Now, I will be setting up at the Joplin show on December 6th. Mike, if you got any more updates or anything, he's going to try to take care of that. But I believe you can go to your website and access those show dates and locations for your future shows.
Yes, we will have Keith there. We'll have Silver Seeker there. Guys, we got a lot of dealers coming, and they're still coming in. While I'm at St. Louis, I got some dealers that said they would like to get an application so they can come. So we're not done putting the dealers in there. But what we're gonna really do on the next show is we'll probably have a lot of dealers already, and we'll be able to put the actual dealer list up for the upcoming show at that point.
Now, but like I was mentioning, they can go to your website and get your updated shows, correct?
Correct. Again, if you can't get it on Coins, just go to Mid America.
What's your web address? Is it midamerica dot? What is it?
It's midamericacoins.com.
There it is. So you can keep up with the shows that he hosts. I set up at him all the time when he hosts a show. I go. So,
or you can also go to you can go to tossthecoinshow.com. We own that domain, so you can we put our show listings for all the shows on there too.
Okay, here you go. Scorpio's got something else. I want to send off a Morgan silver dollar to get graded. The reading has dark toning or possible guck. Will this count against the grading, or should I try to remove it by using MS-70? No, don't remove read darkening on the reads. That is normally what? From a row, right? Mm-hmm. If you have a white coin and it's got that dark reading, leave it. It shows it's natural and most likely not been cleaned or dipped. A lot of dealers like those dark rims.
And using MS-70 usually gives it more of a glossy, high polish look, and they're going to mark that clean. Plus, it leaves a residue.
Mustang Dave says, "Oh, okay. I thought something was wrong with my iPad." No, I noticed your comment comes from the short form. You can go to watch the long form if you'd prefer. It's just a way of StreamYard says best. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the views and everything. Here we go. Teacher's now over here on the long form. He was on the short. We miss other people commenting. Yeah, you do. You do miss the commenting, but I try to highlight the ones that we talk about. Okay, here we go. William says side by side is better than up down. Yeah, you get a little bit more feature. We're just trying it, first time.
I like side by side too. I don't feel like he's trying to be first.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to make it next time. But yeah, if a lot of people say let's do it again both ways, we will. One thing I do know for certain, we are not doing cell phone style only. That I do know. The only one we would do long form, not short form. Here we go. Tank 524. Have you guys seen some of the toning that's being sold on Silver Eagles and Libertad? Some look like they've been force toned or artificially toned, as it's known. Any insight that this has been happening?
Been happening for a long time.
Yeah, it has been happening. There is a way to tone your Silver Eagles naturally. It takes about 10 years. In what was it, 1992 and 93, there was a company, I don't remember what the company was, but they had these 3-packet cardboards, and they just put the raw Eagles in there, taped it, shipped them out. Those have a sulfur in the cardboard, and it takes about 10 years to get a pretty purple toning. That is considered natural because it happens over age. Now, some people can do what is it, a sulfur steam or whatever?
This guy sold me a pack of 3, and then he says, I'm not going to open them, so I don't know what you get. I know why. He probably took that one off the top and gave it to me. It was kind of a dull white, no toning. He gave me
Well,
the
you
ugly.
got no toning on yours?
No.
These guys are getting purple ones out of those. I'll bring you a trio, man. I'll bring you a trio.
I opened that up. I go, what the heck? What did he get me?
Them things sell $250, $300 for a 3-pack.
I did pay him extra for them because I love tone coins.
Yeah, they sell for $250 to $300 for a pack of 3 Eagles. They're well worth it because you get an MS68 with some purple toning, Silver Eagle. It's worth anywhere from like $175 to $300 for one. For just
look at one. Look at that firecracker orange I had. It sold in Dave Lawrence's auction for $6,000. I bought it. I sold it for
the
$2,000.
Sunshine one.
The one I had they called it
short on that.
Yeah, they called it bullseye is what they called it because on the back.
Yeah, it is a bullseye. I said a sunshine dollar. I did a short. One of my first shorts has that in it. Here we go. Tim Couture. I think both formats are fine. Once I learned how to do it, we're all so old. Technology. I know, right?
It did take my kids a long time to even do computers because I like paper and pencil.
Oh, I do too. Doug Shipley says, do you guys know when the pre-sale gold Batmans will ship? I have no idea.
Not this year.
The Mint's having issues, are they not?
I'm going to say it again. Not this year.
Bill Young says, I've been buying 2019 proof sets back in melt for 4 years. Good for you. Congratulations. But wow. That's all I got to say. What do you think about that?
Well, especially since it's pure silver now.
I know. It's the first one. Yeah. Wow. That's a good deal. I offer the public more than that for one of those. A lot of toning on silver proof sets. Does this hurt the price or help authenticate them?
Depends on the toning.
What about it?
Depends on the toning. I gotta like the toning to pay extra.
There are some people. It's got to be the right toning, though. It's got to be that purple.
That's what I said. It depends on the toning. That's what I mean. It's got to really have an eye appeal.
Okay, here we go. I'm tongue-tied. Prosperous. I'll get it right. Prosperous porcupine. What both of you, your year-end price prediction for gold or silver? Thanks. Great show. Prosperous porcupine. We really don't like to put a number on it. But what I can say, I think we're going to be above where we're at now by the end of the year. What about you?
Well, my prediction is it will not be 40.
I predict it I got a better prediction. I predict it will not be $1 an ounce.
Wow, that's a real good prediction.
I know. I'm going to be more accurate than you. I'm going to be, because I'm going to be so far away from my prediction, Yeah. All right, guys.
I think that makes me more accurate because I was closer.
Yeah, but I'm better off. Wow, we are so far behind.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. How many ounces of generic silver does a seller need to bring into his local coin shop to get a better price than just a few rounds? Most dealers will give the same price per ounce, whether you bring 1 or 100. Sometimes they'll sit there and say, "Oh, I can give you a better deal if you got more." What do you think about that, Mike?
Well, I think in 2014, I don't know if you remember this, Keith. I had a guy. He lived in Huntsville, Alabama. He went to a shop that I told him should treat him fair because I was so far away. And then the guy told me to match him. At that time, I was paying over for Eagles, but he had the better dates in there too. He opened his truck up and he had so many boxes of Eagles. The guy goes to him, he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have that much cash. I can't buy that many, but I'll pay you $2 back and you come pick your money up in a couple of days."
Oh, that's wrong, man.
Well, yeah, he shut his truck and called me up. He says, "You ain't here yet?" Because I told him what I'd pay, and I did.
I think the question was, is there a price break if they bring in more silver than?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you might overwhelm that dealer because he's a smaller dealer and he's going to try to buy it back cheaper so he can dump off some of it real fast. Okay. It depends on what it is. Me, I don't care if you got one or you got 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. I'm going to pay the same.
Warren Slick's coming on the long form here. He says, I heard over the weekend that 2025 Silver Eagles going to be a low mintage. Any truth to that? Well, they won't be as low as some of the stuff in the 90s, but what do you say about that, Mike? Do you know?
They're going to be a lower mintage because of the production problem that the mint faced this year. And it didn't help with the shutdown.
Okay, here we go. Last verse says, silver's high, even though refiners are backed up. How is 90% so cheap with silver prices at record highs? I think it's just people cashing out and some people being a little nervous about buying it. What do you think?
No, I don't think silver's. I mean, yeah, it's
so 90% being so cheap compared.
I wouldn't call it a record high anymore because it's below the high record now.
Yeah, it was almost 55. Yeah, but why do you think 90% is selling so low?
Well, the thing is, there's a lot of 90% out there on the market again. And part of it's probably some of the wealthy people dumped off some of their stuff. The thing is, yes, there's a lot on there. But before I'd ever said anything where I think it's going to be melted, I'm going to try to give it to you guys at a fair market. And then what I mean by fair market, if I'm buying a little bit back, I'm happy with selling at that spot. I'm helping you out. I'm helping me out. And we're all moving stuff. I'm the guy that I'd rather do the fast buck than the slow buck because everybody knows what happened between the tortoise and the hare. The tortoise winds up winning in the end.
Bird in the hand is better than twice as many in the bush. Amy Harrell says, Mike, every set 3 Keith has sold has natural toning, except for the one you got, of course.
Well, that's the way my luck runs.
Dude, I was over on Whatnot.
You know what? I'm gonna bring that set back to you so you can look at it and say, how in the heck did that happen? And I'll even let you that way you can take a video of it going, there was one in there.
I do a show on Whatnot every Monday now. We've got it worked down to Mondays. And Angel last week had sold an ounce of silver off Buck and Go, $4. So I had to top her. So I got $8 Monday. And if that wasn't good enough, I got sold another one for 13. That's my luck. I mean, sometimes the stuff just goes cheap.
Well, that tells me I don't want to sell on Whatnot. That's what that tells me.
Mustang Dave says, I will continue to buy 90% until my guard boxes are full. Hey, Mustang Dave, I will send you tubes to help you fill them. That's right. As long as you keep buying my 90%, I'll make sure you got tubes to put them in. If you say I'm all caught up on tubes, I'll say, here,
we'll just dump them in there. We'll sell it by the bags to you.
There you go. I get it. Silver takes up a lot of space. That could be part of the reason why people are a little shy on it too. Kane, hello, my friend.
I got guys that like to go that come and buy 90% from me, and then they run over to Lowe's and buy a big plastic container. They fill it up, seal it, and somewhere on their farm they buried it. What I'm worried about is what happens when they get that memory loss. Where's that silver at?
That's right. Be cautious about burying it. Make sure someone else knows where it is besides yourself. William Marshall says, do you guys have free shipping at a certain amount spent? Well, I got free shipping if you spend $150 on YouTube auctions. Not on Whatnot auctions. It's a set price maximum. What about you? Any way someone can get free shipping from you?
We do have free shipping, but nowhere near as cheap as you do them for. They got to spend anywhere from $3,000 plus with me in order for me to even consider free shipping.
This is per case basis, obviously. So yeah, sometimes that happens. Serene PM. How's business since last time buys or sells? I'm pretty steady. What about you, bro?
Can't complain. I didn't get home until 6. Barely made this show.
Yes, it's. I guess you could say tricky. Sometimes the sales are really good, and other times they're not. I mean, just depends on who's walking in and who wants something.
Bottom line, I wasn't going to be open today, but then one of my customers called me last week and reminded me that Tuesday is Veterans Day. What
It is Veterans Day.
Yeah.
Happy Veterans Day.
Every year since they've been back in Oklahoma, we've been doing coffee and donuts for the veterans every Veterans Day. Well, unfortunately, this one almost passed me by. Had I not had one of my vets call me to make sure that they were still on for the coffees and donuts, because I mentioned in one of my videos I was going to be at this show. He watches this show sometimes. That's how he caught it. So he figured he better call me to make sure I was going to be there.
And what's terrible, and I do apologize, I didn't say Happy Veterans Day at the beginning of the show. However, I've been making that little thumbnail, I was thinking of Veterans Day. That's why I put a flag of the continental United States.
Where's Hawaii and Alaska?
Yeah, you go buy a 5-ounce bar of silver. They're going to sell you Hawaii and Alaska separate. I ran out of time.
I think what he was really going to say, it fell off in the ocean.
No, I wasn't going to say that.
But anyway, no, guys, for all you guys out there that are vets, I really appreciate you. Keith appreciates you. Keith actually served for a few years. I did not get the honor of serving, but I still respect all of you guys out there that served for our country.
Ron Navy says, what's the Veteran Day special? The Veterans Day special.
Just the free coffee and donuts.
The Veterans Day special is down at the VFW. Go ask him what it is. I don't have any special. I'm not selling anything today. I'm not even.
Veterans Day is almost over. We already missed it. Business hours are over.
Yeah, I never had business hours.
Well, we did, but we wasn't supposed to.
Last verse says SD Bullion has the new military Silver Eagles in. The Navy preview is much cheaper than the others. Mintage is the same. Any reason for this? Because y'all dogging my Navy. That's what it is. People kind of gravitate towards the Army and the Marines. They just do.
Let me see what they put them on at.
So, yeah, that could be the reason why.
A lot of them got called back, guys, so they're going to be short printed again on them. Let's see what they got going on here.
We're trying to highlight some of these questions in case you're watching it in one or the other form. That way you can get it. Here we go. I love this one right here. Just remember, all silver is beautiful. You should have capitalized the B. Beautiful. I love silver. I love gold too, but I love silver. Silver has a more volatile market. So whether it be 90% pure or any form of silver, it's going to go up and down faster than gold. Oh, wow. I'm almost to the bottom. Where am I at? 844. Oh, here we go. Look at that, J-Dog. Boom. Thank you for the $5 super chat, my friend. We appreciate you. Guys, your super chats really help the channel out, and we do thank you for that. It helps us keep buying new equipment. And this stuff is not cheap. I really need to get a new camera, though. Give me one of them big ones like Silver Seeker's got. Can't afford them. Them things are up there, man. There's your man.
Just got to buy it. Just spend the money.
Ben Stackin says, if silver keeps climbing in price, will Slabbed Morgans begin to lose more of their value? I obviously know their melt would go up. Would generic silver rounds maybe be a better option? Well, as you know, it's happened with Walker halves, Barber halves. Silver has surpassed the collectible value. And yes, as it goes up in value, it will become similar to like your double eagle gold coins where they're just going to be worth the melt. Even in, what is it, MS63 4, they're just pretty much close to melt.
Yes.
So that's what's going to happen with Morgans too, is they're going to be pretty close to melt up to a certain grade. Right now, 63s are, depending on where you get them, around the $78 to $90 range. So if silver was to get up that high, would they be higher or would they just start going with silver? We don't know until that time happens, but that possibility is almost certainly going to happen if it continues to rise. Okay, we're moving. Hey, John T. King is here. He's saying hi, Army. Did I miss him? I miss seeing the Army. Okay, from the short side, Coin Curious says, why did they get called back? I believe he was talking about, you said something was called back a while ago to the mint or whatever.
There was a lot of spot problems and stuff, damaged rims, so on and so forth.
So
And
that
I'm going to tell you right now, the Marines are on a delay because they was right in the middle of running down when they figured out the problem.
There you go. Member for 34 months. Wow, that's almost 3 years. Thank you, J-Dog, my friend. Appreciate you. Scorpion says wanted to get an Army privy for his grandpa, but he passed away. Oh, dude, my condolences. 2 months ago at the age of 92. Oh, dude. That's the sad thing to hear. It really is. I cannot even begin to tell you enough condolences for a family member. Okay, and on that, we got Wolf Tracks. Here we go. I help if silver rise versus the cost of 83.0 MS64. Oh, I think he's saying he hopes silver to rise to the cost of his 83.0 MS64 PL. What is that, like 150, 175 right in there? So, yeah, I think everybody would hope that, but we don't know. Last First says, thoughts on the new Canadian 5-ounce coins. By the way, good to see you, Washington Brothers. What's up, Last First? Thank you for commenting. He's on the long form version. The Canada came out with a new 5-ounce maple. Do you know anything about that? Have you heard anything or have you seen anything, Mike?
What's that? I'm sorry.
5-ounce maple.
What about it?
The Canada came out with it. Have you heard anything about it?
I did not.
All right. So, yeah. Don't know. No thoughts about that. I haven't seen one yet, so I don't know. I know the Magnificent Maple 10-ounce was like 2 maple leaves. That was pretty cool. I like that one. I got about 7 or 8 of those.
Yeah.
Any truth? Just Dave says, any truth that you know of to the rumors about San Francisco Mint closing? A lot of San Francisco's subscriptions are ending this year. I heard that about the Proof Silver Eagle from San Francisco. What's going on there? Why are they discontinuing?
I have not heard any of that about them closing. That is not what's going on right now. They're coming into an end on the dollar stuff, the Morgan dollar stuff. They're ending that run. They are ending the limited edition because every year, except for this year, they had plenty left over.
Okay, Sam's.
But because they announced this would be the last one, yes, maybe I should have took my allegations that was offered to me. I turned them down. I'm kind of regretting that. And I mean, I was there in Baltimore. I was meeting with the mints. I was picking up my new stuff. And they said, you sure you don't want your allegation? Because we got Steve over here. It's a guy I know that owns a TV channel. He's wanting a few extra. I said, let him have them.
Here we go. Samsung Apple says, did the coin get called back or the Marines? I missed that. Thank you.
The Marine Proof Eagle is on a delay.
Because of spotting. And that's what he's talking about there.
But they still got some Eagles still on the run for 2026. So, guys, are the mints in trouble? Yes, they're having a lot of problems. Is any of them closing right away? No. That not that I know of, and I work with them. So, they haven't mentioned anything to me yet. Actually, I'm still putting orders in. So
here we go. Tank 524. Does it make sense to send more Morgans if they have been cleaned? Does the grading company give lesser grade if it has been cleaned? No, they will say details clean. They will not give you a number. Dipped is different from cleaning, but if it's got any scratches, even a dipped coin's got scratches, it will not be cleaned.
that's right.
There you go. Richard Metcalf says, would you pay more for an uncirculated date mint set of Rosies from 46 to 05, including the proofs, only editions are than regular silver dimes?
Richard, I'm probably going to be seeing you soon anyway, but, yeah, I will. They look nice.
Quality is important when you have these sets for sale. The higher the quality, the higher the price we would pay. I think that pretty well covers that.
Okay, now I did look at SD bullion site, and yes, they are selling them for $200 basically. The thing is, and this is what some of the guys do, they might have some of the spotted ones. So be real careful, guys, because if they're spotted, I did that with a run of Eagles a long time ago for the mint. I went on and said, hey, listen, I'll push these out. I'll drop the price down and move them out.
Well, this is a little concerning here because, we're streaming short form and long form. Silver Shelby Stacker says 59 thumbs, 94 here. Please show Coin Crew some love and hit the thumbs up. Thanks, everyone. I'm showing 156 people here, but I think it's combining both audiences.
Oh, wait a minute now. What about Mid-America? Show some love here too, buddy.
Yeah, it's really weird because it's showing 40 thumbs up on the short form, and it's showing where's it at? Long form 62. So there's like 100. Still it's short. 162 people. Show some love, guys. Give us that thumbs up, my friends. Okay.
5 minutes remaining.
Here we go. Penny Scout. Just because the mint has rework doesn't give them the right to add more premium to the premium. Premium is based on supply and demand, Penny Scout. You're right. It's not fair, but that puts a constraint on the demand.
Wait a minute. The silver sets and everything you're hearing that are selling for a little bit more, it wasn't the mint that put them on. It was supply and demand from the dealers. They got customers that want this stuff, and they only have so many pieces they can sell, so they have to add a little bit more on it because guess what? They can't get no more.
The demand
makes and then the gray sheets will set these high prices in there. Now we got to try to buy it back for even higher numbers. So yeah.
You guys charge sales tax to buyers from California?
I do not. Google does.
Yeah, they do that. We don't handle that. I know if you buy, what is it, $1,000 or $1,500 in bullion in California, I don't think there's sales tax. So yeah, it just depends on who you're working with. That's something you need to call and figure it out.
Yeah, I heard horror stories from some of the dealers down there.
I think this cold weather is getting to me, dude.
But yes, there is that. You guys check your laws there to make sure that your dealer is actually treating you right. Because I had one gal told me that she went to sell her silver back there, and they tried to charge her taxes buying it back.
It's weird. Okay, guys, I want to thank everybody for being here. Don't forget, I'm going to be down at the CoinX show on Thursday. Mike's going to be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So come stop by Mid-America's table at CoinX this weekend. We're also going to be in Joplin on December the 6th, right?
Correct.
And then we have some more shows we'll talk about later. We're a little pinched for time right now, but we do have the Tulsa show next year, the Lansing show next year, and the Arkansas show next year. Great shows. And is the U.S. Mint going to be at all three of those shows?
Well, when the big boss over Chris comes out and shakes my hand and says, keep up the good work that we're coming, I think that means they're coming.
Okay, so basically, check Mike's website. Mike will have it listed on midamericacoins.com. So definitely check the website. Check out Mike's channel. I'll be here Friday for Floyd Friday. It's not live.
Guys, I am working towards 2027. So if you got a city near you that you would like to send to me, I will look and see if the mint's been there or not. I am working with them real close to put them places they have not been. We are trying to reach out to all of you guys. This is for you guys. So if you've got something out there that's close where they've never been, or maybe you think they've never been, send it to me. Let me check it out. I'm basically doing a lot of footwork for them so they don't have to. And we will get them there in your community, over in your area. Okay? Thank you, guys. Have a blessed evening.
Also, we have a Sunday Fun-Day auction this Sunday, Monday over on Whatnot. And one last question right here. I'll be retired in 10 years. Plan to sell my silver to buy property in the Northwest. Oh, man, you're crazy. It's cold up here. What kind of metal would you suggest for that time frame for maximum profit? I think there's only one metal to recommend. What do you say, Mike?
Well, if you're trying to buy property, you better be selling off your gold so it'll go faster.
No, but what kind of metal he's asking should he buy to get maximum profit in 10 years?
In 10 years. I would say buy some gold while it's still down. It's going to get a lot higher than this.
All right, so we have different opinions. I say buy silver for maximum profit. He says buy gold. They're both going to go up in 10 years. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, both are.
So they're both great investments. I say silver. He says gold, and I love gold, but I still say silver for maximum.
Will silver be the best return in the end? Yes, but what I'm telling you, the reason why I mentioned
10
gold,
years is what you're saying.
Yeah, but in 3 or 4 years, gold's going to be pretty high up there where you can dump it off and buy more silver to even maximize your money more.
Yeah, so you want to look at the gold to silver ratio. With that note, we will be here next Tuesday, same time, 8 Eastern, 7 Central, and then whatever time zone you're in. I don't know all the time zones. So we want to thank you. Leave a comment after the show. Tell us if you like the long, short, or both together. And also, come visit Mike and me. I'm only going to be on Thursday at the CoinX show this weekend. So until next week.
Remember, and on the West Coast, it's 5 p.m. Okay,
there you go.
Mountain time, 6, here, 7.
All right. So until next week, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching, and please give a thumbs up when you're done. Bye.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate you. Bye.